walking around the fish room. And of course, here's some of my favorite fish in the shop. These are the Jack Watley discus. They've been here for a couple weeks. They've been here for a little bit, and they are just getting more and more beautiful the longer they stay here. And this guy right here is just a Penplatz model. It's got some live plants in the top, so purple passion and pothos, and a little bit of Monte Carlo. There's some swords in the bottom, Hygrophila, and some Java fern. Over here I have some pea puffers. These guys are really, really cool. I made a video, well actually my wife did a video a few days ago on them. And this little guy up here is actually in his own little area because they weren't letting him eat. So I put him in there so to, to make sure he's getting some food. And there I got a bunch of guppies of various ages. Those are supposed to be all females except that one guy right there. He's just gorgeous, so I'm hoping that they actually get some fry going in there. And excuse the bottom, it's a little messy. There's some long fin bristlenose plecos of the albino type. I have some super red plecos as well. And these are my male guppies, and this guy right here is not for sale, but the other ones are. And all of those have been born here and been here for a while. And down here we got some of your cichlid type, some Mbuna cichlids. They're very nice to each other. I kid, they're not very nice at all. They're very aggressive towards one another. And cherry barbs, which I thought these cherry barbs would actually give me some fry, because the females stay pregnant with eggs. I mean, they just stay bloated. And I have the Java moss at the bottom, but either they're eating the eggs or something like that's going on. But that's okay, because I have plenty of fish to take care of anyway. And now in this tank I got some Mickey Mouse platies, and there are a couple of goldfish in here. I want to be very clear, you don't want to keep goldfish with these. These are only here for temporary time. They're not here for their forever home. And then over here, I don't know if you can see these guys, they're pretty small, but they are, I have a breeding pair of Endler guppies in here, and it won't focus. And we have 4, I think they had 4 female fry. So we'll see what happens there, and of course all the wonderful Malaysian trumpet snails down at the bottom. This tank is kind of empty right now. I am just basically holding water now. And on to one of my favorite tanks in the shop. I got your bloodfin tetras. I have some red-eye tetras, which will be the ones right there in the middle. And also I have the laser corridoras, which are kind of new on the scene. Very pretty fish. Shrimp pellet eaters. Good times, good times. Then in this tank I have my neon tetras. I have some glowfish. Those glowfish, I think I've had those in here for well over a year. Those are not young fish. I also have some pygmy cories in here and some hillstream loaches. Which I can get a better shot of the loaches. There it goes. That one has some really pretty colors on it. And this is my glow light tetras and my white cloud minnows. This is, y'all, if you have been following my channel at all, you've seen this tank several times. This has the white cloud fry, which you can see over to the right. They look like a little bitty sliver of glass almost, but they are they're growing out, so that's good. And this is one of my saltwater tanks. Just to let you know, algae happens, so just wanted to point that out. This is just really a holding tank. I have a customer that's about an hour and a half from here, and these are all their fish. They are going into, some are going to one 300 and the other one is going to the other 300-gallon tank. And this is where I'm kind of holding them for a while to make sure that they're, you know, healthy before I put them in there. This tank is kind of turned into my coral quarantine tank. I put the corals in here, and when they start growing out real well, that's when I will decide if I either want to sell them, put them in a client's tank, or either put them into another tank and try to grow them out. And once again on this tank, this is some more corals that I am growing out, and they're going to be moved over to the bigger system later. And of course the fish are already somebody's, they're a client, so we're just kind of holding them here. Everything in this tank is from a tank breakdown. I don't know what to do with this stuff, so I'm just kind of taking care of the fish, and sooner or later I'll probably find homes for the fish, or I may keep them just here at the shop and watch them grow out. And this is my water mixing situation. These tanks have kind of become my playground. I've been growing out just the really easy corals while these tanks are cycling. I want them to run for probably, you know, a good 4 months before I really start investing on putting anything in here. Just kind of getting everything settled and situated. So I got just some coral in here, just seeing if, you know, how they do. Just watching how they do. And then of course down here at the bottom is where I got my sump. The water comes through the PVCs and then down to that end and back down here to the return pump and then back up into the tanks. And this stuff is the stuff that I use on all of my jobs. I use all of these products. And here is my plant grow out tank. I don't know if you can really tell, but basically I would say 90% of the cups in here are all have been grown here and propagated here. Yep, and there's some just more shop supplies that we use and some of the books that we use to kind of keep learning, which there's always something to learn. Especially me, I get to relearn on a regular basis. Go in here, and then this is my command station here. So I'm gonna sit down and do some command station stuff. Anyway, thank y'all for watching the video. If you stuck around to the end, that's awesome. If not, I understand. These things can be boring, especially if you're not a huge fish nerd. But y'all come by and check us out if y'all are in the area, and hopefully we'll see everybody soon. Y'all have a great one.